I know, you're asking yourself that question. Did I read that right? This is a guitar lesson? Jay's giving a guitar lesson? Yes. But it's just a one-off, you know. This was just an incredible riff. Just had to show you guys. Now, I'm not going to get back to doing full guitar lessons, I'm afraid, because just my schedule is so crazy busy and stuff, and I have a ton of new tracks to write for new pieces of gear and stuff, so I just wanted to give you a little taster. But if you want lessons, you can always hit me up for one-to-one private lessons and stuff. Links are below, brightenguitarguru.co.uk or .com. Both will work. And yeah, happy to teach and stuff when the schedule permits. So, Red Dragon Cartel are coming out with a new album. Yeah! My friend Tim Wallace sent me the link to this song. I hadn't seen it and I watched it, I clicked on it and it was just like, oh my god, this is so cool. That riff and that guitar that Jake is using, it's just awesome. And especially special for me because my buddy Anthony Esposito plays bass in the band, and he's recorded it, he's produced it, and co-produced it, I think, and he's also co-written the album with Jake. And it's just, the song was just amazing. I loved it. I absolutely just adored it, and I'm looking forward to the album coming out, and I'm gonna go pre-order it and all of that stuff. So this is just the coolest riff this year, I think. It would just kind of, you know, one of those riffs that just completely blew my mind. And I just had to share it with you. I love that guitar that Jake's playing because, you know what? Someone's taken a blowtorch to it. And you know how I feel about that. Well, you regular visitors to my YouTube channel. So let's get to it. I am going to show you how to play this. Yeah, let me go grab my guitar, plug in, and show you how to play this. It's so cool. Alrighty, guitar lesson. Jay's giving a guitar lesson. What do you mean? Alright, this is just a one-off. This is just such a cool riff, and I had to show you guys because it's the coolest riff I've heard all year. So just as a one-off. So you want to see how this is played, and you want to see how Jake plays this. It's such a cool riff. So I'm going to play it through for you first, and then I'll do the explanation. Here we go. I love that! It's so cool! Alrighty, so one of the interesting things about this is it's my guitar's actually tuned down half step, and the low string is tuned down an extra whole step. So I am in dropped D flat or C sharp, whichever one you want to call it. And when I tried to figure this song out, initially my guitar was in regular tuning, and I went to the F sharp position, 2nd fret, or the F position if you want to be technically correct about it. And that was the note, which was actually the correct note which Jake was starting on. But then I had to stretch over like this, which Jake is known to do, but you know, it didn't seem indicative of kind of playing it very quickly or anything. And then I watched the videos again for the umpteenth time, and I noticed that Jake's finger was over here on the 4th fret of the low string. So then I thought, I know what he's doing. Alright, so he's dropped, tuned the low string, and then he's playing it still in F, but from that 4th fret. So that first lick, it goes like this. It starts off like this. So what I'm doing there is on the low string, I'm picking the 4th fret, I'm picking it twice, just with 2 downstrokes. And then I'm coming up to the D string here, which is the 4th string, if you want to count the strings. And I'm playing the 7, the 4, and then going up to the A string, the 5th string, at the 7th fret, and I'm putting a good amount of wide vibrato on it. And in fact, when you watch the video, you'll see Jake's hand shifting over like this to do the vibrato. You know, you can do thin vibrato, but it's not going to sound the same. You want that nice kind of, you know, pull down on the string. So that's our first move. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this 4th fret of the low string. I'm actually going to bar off the A string as well. And I'm going to pick both of the strings just once. And I'm going to do this on the downstroke again. Then I'm coming up to the 4th fret of the D string, 4th string. Still just using this bar with my first finger. I'm going to pick that, and then I'm going to come up to the A string, 5th string, and play the 7 and 5. So that last move, one more time. So when I add that together, we get that. One more time. And it's just super cool. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Quick tip about the picking. I am using the heaviest pick I could find, which was my Gravity Rob Chapman signature pick. The reason I used this was because it is super heavy. It's just a solid piece of acrylic. Really nice pick, by the way. I basically wanted to kind of really chug down on the strings because I wanted that pick noise. And I'm hitting the strings really hard when I do this, even if I do it with low volume. I'm really hitting the strings, and that gets that kind of kind of noise that you get with Jake's playing. And you can experiment with the angle of the pick to get more of it, less of it. Alright, so that's our first move. Okay, then I'm going to repeat that first part again. But this time I'm going to end with this. Which again is just super cool. This is really kind of, just shaking my bell at the moment. As you can imagine, I'm looking forward to the album. So what I'm doing there is on the low string, I'm doing the 4 and 5. Then I'm going to the A string, 5th string, and I'm doing 4, 7, 4. And then coming back to the 5 on the low string. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just alternate picking this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. You can probably hear some of that kind of clinking of the pick against the strings when I do this. Which is what I want. Usually kind of, because I played the George Lynch stuff, my pick action is very quiet. But anyways, I want a nice loud pick action here. So when I add that together, we get this. Which is awesome. So when I add the first two together, we've got that, which is the main riff, and this basically just goes on throughout the intro of the song. So one more time with it. That's just so awesome. I'll play it through for you a couple more times. Super cool. Alright, so when the drums and bass come in, the intro continues like that, but there is one variation. So on the repeat, rather than chugging on the low string at the 4th fret twice, what Jake does is he chugs at the 5th fret and then the 4th fret, and then he carries on the riff the same way. So that's the variation there. So I'm going to play the 5th fret, the 4th fret off the low string, and I'm just doing it as down picks. And then carry on the riff. 7/4 on the D string, 7 on the A string, then the same ending, and then the second part is the same. So when I add that together, we get this. And when I play it back to back with the first version, we get this. And there you go, guys. That's the whole of the riff. The tab is in the description box below. And a little bit of extra information for you. So if you want to know how I got the tone, well, I used this awesome Friedman Dirty Shirley pedal. And you can see my settings there. I had the gain pretty low. It's at about a quarter way up. The mids are very high because, you know, when I listened, Jake seemed to have a lot of mids on the sound. Bass is at about 2 o'clock. The treble's about 1 o'clock. Presence about 2 o'clock. And volume's at 12 o'clock. And the switch, the tight switch, is in the off position on the pedal. And I'm running into the clean channel of my Blue Guitar Amp 1. If you want to see what settings I use on this, I shall link them in the video so that you can go and check out the full settings I use pretty much all the time with this unit. So there you go, guys. That's how I got the tone, that really mid, heavy, fat tone which Jake has. And guitar-wise, you saw in the video, I used my ESP Spirit Dance, which has an Arcane Mr. Scary pickup in the bridge. That's the only pickup I used on it. Got a single coil in the neck. So that's what I used. I love that guitar which Jake used on the video, because I like guitars which are bent and stuff, as you guys know. Alright, there you go, guys. See you later. So there you go, guys. That is such a cool riff. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I just had to share it with you guys, you know. Just had to. It was imperative that I share this one with you. I'm going to go play it some more. In the meantime, sub to the channel and give it a thumbs up. I'm going to go play this some more. Have a great day, guys. See ya!